Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this morning. Taking 30 minutes out of your day to spend with me is an honor for me. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is simple. We want to make you exceptional currency traders, and we do that by teaching you how to use our proprietary, highly accurate trading indicators. And we do that by using personalized one-on-one training, which we think is the most effective way to, an efficient way to get you up to speed quickly and making money quickly. We do these trades twofold. One is they're a teaching mechanism so that you can learn. We have over a dozen different trading strategies, and the one I'll be using this morning is something called the 10-point trade. And 2, so that you can see for yourself that the indicators work. We're here every day. We do it every day. And by copying the trades, you'll be able to see that, yes, indeed, they do work. So with that, let us get going. And we need to start by listening to the disclaimer from this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do live trades, 3 or 4 live trades every day. In the morning, once you become a member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live trade. It tends to be a little scalp trade. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we are doing a long-term trade, which typically is about 30 pips. And then again at 10 p.m. we are doing, it is morning time in Australia. So we are trading Australian pairs, and typically they're looking for 10 plus pips on those trades. Plus we have additional paid sessions. And again, the key, or one of our keys to success is by having the coach, you have an accountability partner, someone is interested in your success, in giving you feedback that you need to keep getting better. And with that, we have continuous training every Wednesday evening and every Wednesday evening and every Thursday morning. I trade off of a checklist, and that checklist helps me kind of stay focused. Every day I start by restarting my green charts just to make sure the memory is fresh. I did that before we came on. At the end of every day, I like to review yesterday's or the trades of the day that I made, specifically for the ones that didn't go the way we wanted, to figure out what I did wrong in my analysis. Last night we took a trade on we took a trade on the USD Swiss franc. It was a little scalp trade using the thick orange line signal. It took a little over an hour to close, but it did. And then if also you copied the trade setup I sent out last night, that also closed profitably. So nothing there to go back and review. As we are technical traders, we're trading based on the price action using our indicators. News impacts currency prices, so we want to know what news events could be coming up so that we can trade around them. And to get those news events, we take a look at forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories: yellow, which is low impact; orange, which is medium impact; and red, which is high impact. It is the red items that I want to stay away from. So I like to stay out of the market at least 2 hours beforehand. So that means any trade that we would take this morning, I'd want to be out of it by 8 a.m. Sometimes on these reports, it starts to leak, and you'll start to see movement in the price that the indicators are slow to pick up, or it causes a quick change in the indicator because of the news. And I don't want to get stuck holding something when there's something that's going to cause a change in the direction. So we've got this morning. Any trade that we take would be closed by 9 p.m. So we just need to think about the trades that we're going to take with the euro or with the USD. So with that, we are going to, the signal I'm going to use today is something called the 10-point trade. It's going to be off of a 1 hour chart. And basically we are trying to get a minimum of 7 points, with points from each of the three sections of the chart. So let's go and take a look. This chart is the light 6 major, which is one of the standard charts, light 6 major. And it's a composite chart. It is showing us multiple currency pairs. On this first chart, it's all US based pairs on a 1 hour chart, which means the candle has 1 hour's worth of information in it. On a 1 hour chart, you can expect to earn between 5 and 35 pips, and that the trade will last anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. So with that, let's take a look. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is called the majors and minors. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So essentially, I'm looking for situations where the lines are either above the blue line, the overbought line, or this horizontal red line is the oversold line, or the lines are below the oversold line. And when they're above the overbought line, I'd like to catch them pointing down like you see up here, so I can ride it all the way down through the channel and get my 10 pips. Or likewise, when they are below the red line, I want them turned up so I can ride it up through the channel. So you can see it goes up, gets to overbought, comes down. So here we are on the Australian USD. We are just reaching the oversold. Majors are still going down. Minors have started to turn, so nothing there. Euro USD, we are overbought. Lines are going up. Can I get 10 pips when we're overbought? Yes, we can, but it is not part of my trade strategy. I want to have my strategy. So here there was 18 pips available on that up move, but my strategy, I'm trying to minimize my risk and minimize my time in the market, and I do that. My best chance at doing that is if I can catch it when everybody's going down, entering the channel, and ride it through the channel to get in and out quickly and get my 10 pips. So here we're overbought and going up, so I'm going to hold off. Pound USD, here we're more than halfway through the channel, the green line. And when I say more than halfway, I'm specifically looking at the green line on the majors. The red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray is the minor indicator. What's curious here is Euro USD, we're going up. Pound USD, we're going down. So we get kind of a conflict here in what the USD is doing. The USD is in the second spot here. So there's something causing a difference here. Usually we'll see all three kind of moving together, but we don't see that here. USD Canadian dollar, overbought, starting to roll. USD Swiss franc, oversold, still going down. USD yen, we're 3/4 of the way through the channel and it's starting to turn. Minors are coming down, majors are sideways. So nothing really that I want to trade with right now, based on the setup that I'm looking for. So let's go to the next tab, which I call 6 major 2. Basically, I've taken the light 6 major and just changed the currency pairs. These are primarily non-US pairs. Overbought, going up, nothing. Australian dollar, yen, oversold. Minors are starting to turn, majors still going down. Euro Canadian dollar, overbought and starting to roll. Minors are going up a little bit. Majors are starting to roll. So this is what I'm looking for. When we catch it here and we ride it all the way through, and you can see this would have been, this was good for 100 pips. And we caught that. So something's going on with the euro that's causing it to be, that is making the euro stronger. Something's happening with the euro that's making the euro stronger. That's why we were seeing that divergence between the other pairs on the first chart there. Australian dollar, New Zealand, oversold. We don't have agreement between the pairs. Pound yen, we're in the middle of the channel going down. I've been doing some back testing on the pound yen on an overnight trade. So when I find something where we can get the accuracy up to 80%, I'll start including it on my overnight trade. Let's Euro Australian dollar, overbought, going up. Minors are starting to turn, so nothing there. Go to the third chart. Canadian dollar, yen, oversold. Majors are going down. Minors have started to turn. This pattern on the majors, the red and green line, tends to suggest that there's a little bit more down push going to happen. Call it the duck bill. It's like right now it's an upside down duck head. Here's his bill and here's his head. Euro New Zealand dollar, overbought. Majors still going up. Minors have started to turn. Pound New Zealand dollar, overbought. Majors are sideways. Both are really kind of sideways. New Zealand dollar yen just reaching oversold on the majors. Minors are sideways, so we don't have agreement. New Zealand dollar USD. Actually, both of these are kind of look exactly alike. So nothing there. Euro Swiss franc overbought and just reaching overbought. So nothing there. Let's go to the next pair. Australian dollar, Canadian just reaching oversold, going down. Swiss franc yen overbought, still going up. Euro yen overbought, still going up. Again, we are seeing whatever's going on with the euro. It's getting stronger. Pound, Australian dollar. Oops, what did I do here? Pound Australian dollar overbought. It's starting to roll, but not yet. Swiss franc or New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc oversold, going down, and Canadian dollar, Swiss franc oversold. Minors are going sideways. Majors are still going down. So we've just gone through 24 pairs using the 10-point trade. And again, this morning we got shut out like we did last night. Unusual to get shut out 2 days in a row, but one of the several nice things, one of which is I only need a couple good trades a day. I only need a couple good trades a day, and I've already got 2 on the books. But the one of the keys is having the discipline to wait for the setup that I want. So I didn't see it on the 10-point trade. I am now going to use a different signal. This is a scalp trade, the thick orange line trade. And the thick orange line trade doesn't require as much analysis. Basically, I am trying to, I want to see what the position of the thick orange line is. And the thick orange line is scaled. So when it's as high as it can go, it is at 10. When it is as low as it can go, it is at 0. So when this is either 10 or 0, it thinks that there's no more movement on the pair. So when it's at 10, it says, I don't think there's any more up available. Well, if there's no more up in the movement available, that's a good time to sell. And likewise, if there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy. So we are going to look for this to be either 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. And then if that's the case, then we are going to confirm it by looking at the position of the majors and minors. Well, actually, specifically the majors. I want to confirm it with the position of the majors. And this trade is only good at the top of the hour when there is less than 5 minutes left in the hour. Right now, we've got 11 minutes left in the hour, so we're a little early. But let's see if we see the setup, and then we can wait a few minutes to take the trade. So 3 isn't 0 or 10. 0.3 is 0 or 10. So I've got part 1 of the signal. Part 2 of the signal is the positioning of the major indicator, and I want it well below the red line, and it is. So we've got both indicators here. So I've got part 1 and part 2. The other thing I look for is I want the majors to have gone from overbought to oversold, which they have. If the majors have been lagging down here, and this is at 0, it doesn't work. It has to have come from being overbought to being oversold, which we have. Now, our only issue is on New Zealand dollar trades. The spread sometimes is too big to take this scalp trade. So let's just take a look real quick. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Don't see it, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the New Zealand dollar. New chart. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. And the spread is 2.5. So we're going from 36 to 38.4. The fourth digit here after the decimal point is the pip number. Really, we don't want to pay more than 1 pip. This trade is worth 5 pips. So the spread is a little too big for us to want to take this trade, because what that means is I've got to give 2 pips to the broker before I make any money, and I'm only getting 3 pips back. So the kind of the risk reward ratio there doesn't pan out. Whereas on the Euro USD, it's 1 point. We're going from 98.0 to 98.1. So it's 1/10 of a pip. So 1/10 of a pip, that's fine. Anywhere probably up to a pip based on kind of my risk tolerance is worth it for a 5 pip trade. But 2 pips isn't. So we've got the signal here. In a couple minutes, if you want to, it's still a little early to take. In a couple minutes, if you want to verify this on your simulator, simulator doesn't take into account the spread, the bid and the ask price. You can take it just to see that the trade works. 0.9, yes. 0.9, yes. That's within 1 of 10. And all the lines are above. So that is so a pound AUD, and that's a sell. Let's just see what the spread is on that real quick. Pound AUD. Pound AUD is right here. I've already opened it. And the spread, oh my goodness. The spread is 5. So the spread here is more than what the trade is worth. So again, we've got a good signal, but the spread is so big on the AUD, we're not going to be able to make any money on that. So let's keep going. 6 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. 0, yes. AUD, Canadian dollar. But our majors, the green line is crossed over the red, but the red isn't. I want the red line almost to where the black line is, like over here. See how high up it is? Or over here. See how high up it is? It doesn't have to be turning like it is here. I just want the line up there. So nothing there, so let's keep going. We'll go back and see what else we can find. 5 isn't close enough. 0 is close enough. NZD USD. The red line isn't far enough down on the majors. I want the red line to be a little further down to take this trade. Because what's happening is when you go from that, when this is at 0 and this is way overbought, or excuse me, oversold, it's like pulling a rubber band. And when the clock changes to the new hour, there's a little snap there, and it's worth 5 pips. And this trade is very accurate. It's about 90% accurate. So again, 0 NZD yen, but the majors aren't far enough down past the red line. 9, yes. And these guys are up above, kind of far enough up above. They've already started to turn. So we have both elements. It hasn't been a straight shot up through there, but that's okay. The question now is going to be, what's the spread? Pound New Zealand dollar. Let's see if we've got that open. So we'll go to File, New Chart, Pound. Where's Pound New Zealand dollar? Pound New Zealand dollar. Why aren't we seeing it? Maybe it's in the second group. No. Not there. There it is. He was hiding. He was hiding in the back of the class. Holy smokes. The spread is 10 pips. Not 13 pips, 12 pips. 82 to 94. So obviously, we need to make 10 pips before we make any money here. And we're only looking at a 5-pip trade. So we have the signal, but the spread is, well, that's as big a spread as I've seen on Pound New Zealand dollar. So we are going to pass Euro New Zealand dollar. Again, we've got the signal, but on those New Zealand dollar trades, they're killing us with the spread. Pound or what is it? Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar. Spread is 5 pips, 6 pips. So that is no good. 0.8, which is within 1 of 0, and these lines are well below. So Canadian dollar yen, let's take a look at what the spread is. Canadian dollar yen. This is kind of taking me off this morning. We're 2.5. 2.5 again, too much. So we're seeing the setup, but the spreads just aren't quite right. Euro pound 10. I'd like to see this a little bit higher, the red line. Let's take a look at what the spread is. Euro pound. All right, the spread is about 1. So we could take this. We've got 2 minutes left. Euro pound sell. Let me just see what else there is. Australian dollar yen. I'm going to pass on this because it's going into nighttime there. Not enough, not enough. 0, yes, but we're not there. 9 euro Australian dollar. Euro Australian dollar. This is a nice one. Let's just see what the spread is. Euro Australian dollar. Don't see it. File, new chart. Euro Australian dollar. Spread is 3. So we're going to go ahead and take. We are going to go ahead and take the pound, euro pound. Euro pound. We are going to then go to new order. We have, what do we have in this account? We have $6,800. So my volume is going to be 0.68. I'm just going to click sell. I'm not going to worry about the take loss, take profit or stop loss. Once it's recorded, I'm going to right click, go to modify orders, and then this trade is worth 5 pips. 5 pips. If I put 50 points in there, it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 4-to-1 on this. So I'm going to put a 20 pip stop loss. And I'd like to make sure I get the full 5 pips. We got in at 87.18. And so it means I'm going to go to 87.13. 87.132. And all right, so we took a sell on the euro pound, a sell on the euro pound with a take profit of 0.87132, 0.87132, and a stop loss of 0.87401, 87401. And I expect this to close within the next hour. Some traders on this trade want to make sure, like to see this number jump by 1, and it has. If we go back, it was at 10 last hour, and now it's gone to 8.5. So this should close in just a little bit. So to recap, we first started with the using the 10-point trade signal, and we could not find a good setup. So then at the top of the hour, we used a little scalp trade, the thick orange line trade, and we found several, but we didn't find. We only found one where the spread was acceptable, and that was even a little large. The spread was a point, 1 pip. But 1 pip on a 5 pip trade, I'll do that. So we took a sell euro pound, and we're expecting it to close in the next little bit here. Trading, we are experiencing high inflation. We are in a recession, which means the economy is shrinking. With that, with any economic condition, there's always opportunities to do above the average. Trading provides one of those opportunities to kind of take control of your own situation versus be dependent on someone else and make extra money. So we've got tools that work. We've got training that works. We are so confident in our ability to train you that we offer let you trade with our money and split what you make. So if you have questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to explain it in a little bit more detail. You can schedule time with me at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Again, thank you for joining me, taking some time out of your morning this morning to learn a little bit more about trading. And we will see you Thursday morning. Bye-bye.